The beginning and the first, fear, long, long ago, before the world we know, there was only chaos. Chaos was a big, dark, empty space. Nothing was there. Then, slowly, things began to change. From chaos came the earth. We call her Gaia. Gaia was beautiful and strong. Then came the sky, called Uranus. Mountains rose high, and the deep blue sea appeared. Soon the sun, the moon, and many bright stars filled the sky. Uranus, the sky, and Gaia, the earth, were together. They had many children. These children were very big and strong. They were called the Titans. There were many Titan brothers and sisters. They were the first great powers in the New World. But Uranus was not a happy father. He looked at his strong children, the Titans, and he felt afraid. They are so powerful, he thought. One day, one of them will want to be the king instead of me. This fear grew in his heart, so Uranus did a terrible thing. He took each of his Titan children and hid them deep inside the earth, in dark, secret places. Gaia, their mother, was very sad. Her children were prisoners. Cronus, the new king, one of the Titans, was named Cronus. He was brave and stronger than his brothers. He did not want to stay a prisoner. He listened to his mother Gaia's sadness. Cronus decided to fight his father, Uranus. It was a big fight, but Cronus won. He became the new king of the world. Uranus was gone, and Cronus was free. His Titan brothers and sisters were also free. Cronus married Rhea, one of his Titan sisters. Rhea was a kind goddess. Cronus and Rhea began to have children. Their children were not Titans. They were new gods and goddesses. First came Hestia, then Demeter and Hera. Then came Hades, and then Poseidon. These were 5 beautiful and powerful children. But a strange thing happened. Cronus started to feel the same fear his father, Uranus, had felt. He thought, my children are strong. What if one of them wants to take my place as king? Just like I took my father's place. This fear grew bigger every day. Cronus did not want to lose his power. So, he did something even more terrible than his father. As each baby was born, Cronus took the baby and swallowed it whole. One by one, Hestia, Demeter, Hera, Hades, and Poseidon disappeared into their father's stomach. Rhea was heartbroken. She cried and cried, but Cronus did not listen. The secret baby. Rhea was going to have another baby, her 6th child. She thought, I cannot let Cronus eat this baby too. I must save this child. She made a secret plan. Rhea went to a lonely island called Crete. There, in a hidden cave on a mountain, she gave birth to her new son. She named him Zeus. Rhea loved Zeus very much. She wanted to protect him. So she took a big stone from the mountain. She wrapped the stone in baby clothes. Then she went back to Cronus. Here is our new baby, she said sadly, giving him the wrapped stone. Cronus did not look closely. He was eager to get rid of this new threat. He took the stone and swallowed it, thinking it was his child. He did not know he was tricked. Baby Zeus was safe in the cave on Crete. Kind nymphs, who were like nature spirits, took care of him. They fed him special milk from a magic goat named Amalthea. Zeus grew up strong and healthy in the secret cave. He played in the forests and mountains of Crete, far away from his cruel father. He did not know about his brothers and sisters, or about his father's terrible secret. The truth and the plan. Zeus grew into a strong young god. One day, Rhea came to visit him. She told him the truth about his father, Cronus. She told him about his 5 brothers and sisters trapped inside Cronus. Zeus was very angry and sad. This is not right, he said. My brothers and sisters must Be free. My father must pay for what he did. Zeus decided he would fight Cronus, but he knew he needed help. First, he needed to free his siblings. Rhea helped him. She knew a special drink. It was made of wine and mustard. Rhea gave this drink to Cronus. She said, "My dear husband, try this new drink. It is very good." Cronus drank it all. Suddenly he felt very sick. He started to cough, and then, one by one, he vomited up his children. First Hestia, then Demeter, then Hera, then Hades, and finally Poseidon. They were not babies anymore. They were fully grown gods and goddesses, strong and powerful. They were surprised to be free. They thanked Zeus, their brave younger brother. Now there were 6 young gods ready to face their father. The Great War, Titanomachy. The time for the big war had come. It was called the Titanomachy, the war between the new gods led by Zeus and the old Titans led by Cronus. Many Titans joined Cronus because he was their king. But some Titans thought Cronus was wrong, and they helped Zeus. The war was very long and very hard. It lasted for 10 whole years. The earth shook with their battles. Mountains crumbled, and the seas roared. The gods fought from Mount Olympus, a high mountain. The Titans fought from another mountain, Mount Arthrus. Zeus threw thunderbolts that he could make with his power. His brothers Poseidon and Hades also had great powers. Poseidon controlled the sea, and Hades had power over the underworld. The gods were younger and had a strong reason to fight for freedom and justice. Zeus was a clever leader. He also freed other creatures that Cronus had imprisoned, like the Cyclopes, one-eyed giants, and the Hecatonchires, 100-handed ones. They were grateful and helped Zeus by making him powerful weapons, like his thunderbolts. Finally, after 10 long years of fighting, the gods won the war. They were stronger and more united. Cronus and the Titans who fought with him were defeated. Zeus and his brothers and sisters did not kill them. Instead, they sent them far, far away. They threw them down into Tartarus. Tartarus was a very deep, dark, and gloomy prison under the earth. It was as far below the earth as the sky was above it. The defeated Titans were locked there forever. A new king and new battles. With the Titans gone, the world was peaceful for a short time. Zeus was the new king. He and his brothers, Poseidon and Hades, decided to share the world. Zeus became the king of the sky and the king of all gods and mortals. Poseidon became the king of the seas. Hades became the king of the underworld, the land of the dead. But their fight was not completely over. Soon, new enemies appeared. They were the giants, another group of very big and strong creatures, born from Gaia, who was angry that her Titan children were imprisoned. This new war was called the Gigantomachy, the war against the giants. This war was also long and difficult. The gods had to fight hard again. But with their strength and courage, the gods won again. After all these great battles, Zeus was truly the ruler of the entire world. He, his brothers, his sisters, and their children, the new generation of gods, made their home on top of Mount Olympus. It was a beautiful place, high above the clouds. From Mount Olympus, Zeus and the other Olympian gods watched over the world, ruling with wisdom and power, and a new age began.